Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
The United Nations proudly declared on their Twitter account that 2015's most popular book from the United Nations Dag Hammarskjöld Library to be none other than the Ramona Pedretti classic Immunity of Heads of State and State Officials for International Crimes. The UN moronically tweeted, "This is an academic book concerning international laws on immunity." James Dyett tweeted back, "Yes, but the question we are asking is why so many people are checking it out." United Nations has no proper response outside of the self-important notion that UN officials needed to do research on the matter. Are they arrogantly bragging, or are they really that stupid? It appears that UN officials are keen on the knowledge of avoiding prison for crimes against humanity. Meanwhile, the London Independent reports officials have learned about what appears to be a fresh scandal. Investigators discovered this month that at least 4 UN peacekeepers in the Central African Republic allegedly paid young girls as little as 50 cents in exchange for sex. UN employees have been accused of 22 other incidents of alleged sexual abuse or sexual exploitation in the past 14 months. The most recent accusations come in the wake of efforts to implement a zero-tolerance policy for such offenses. Other sex crimes have occurred in Mali, South Sudan, Liberia, and Democratic Republic of Congo in recent years. The Saudis must have checked Pedretti's book out repeatedly. In Saudi Arabia, in what would be regarded as non-existent crimes in a free republic, minimal crimes including making homemade wine, talking about sex, driving a car while being a female, or even just having unrelated people in your house could get you jail time, flogged to death, or beheaded.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Saudi government runs ISIS, runs Al-Qaeda. Does that mean that sometimes these groups don't attack Saudi Arabia to demand more goodies and more power and more weapons? Absolutely. But that's the real problem. There it is in the New York Times. Convicted terrorist claims Saudis funded Al-Qaeda and knew of plots at Down Air Force One. It's in the 28 pages that Saudi Arabia was running the hijackers, and they were in Saudi intelligence.
Of course, the United Nations' answer to Saudi Arabia's abject cruelty is to give them a key position on the UN Human Rights Council. Why stop there? North Korea appears to be overqualified. Last year, WikiLeaks intercepted classified files between British diplomats and the Saudis, revealing that the UK worked with the Saudi government to get them elected to the UN Human Rights Council. Meanwhile, in the UK, government pedophilia takes center stage. While in Germany, the German government children's department distributed millions of leaflets promoting pedophilia while ignoring the rape of its citizens by an unrelenting wave of foreign rapists they brought in. Simply put, a global crime syndicate disease that makes the rules while breaking those very rules and claiming immunity is quickly infecting your government, your finances, your child's future, and ultimately your life. John Bound for Infowars.com.
Another GOP debate is upon us.
When you had the World Trade Center go, people were put into planes that were friends, family, and they were sent back. They knew what was going on. They went home and they wanted to watch their boyfriends on television.
Who else would come back like that at the Bushes and the Clintons calling them criminals?
And
this
the
is
Saudis.
amazing. You guys go back to your live feeds.
You see, we don't have rights in America. Only the people who are outside of this country have a right. The only right that anybody has is to come live in America, presumably to live off of us if that's what they choose. They can come live off of us. They can come create war in our country. That's their right. But people in America don't have rights.
The first and most important priority of the President of the United States is to protect the safety and security of America.
No, it isn't. You're disqualified. You have an oath to the Constitution, and the oath to the Constitution says, and the Declaration of Independence says, you are created to protect our freedoms.
Right.
Not to keep us safe. They didn't want safety. They wouldn't have rebelled against the strongest government in the world if their first priority was safety. Their first priority was liberty. They created a government to protect that. I'm sick of these people.
If we want to defend the country, we have to defend against who's coming in. And Marco has more of an allegiance to Chuck Schumer and to the liberals than he does to conservative policy.
Do you really think that Republicans have fueled the rise of ISIS?
Yeah, where's she been? Who is she?
The allies of ISIS, the Islamic rebels against Assad, that we created a safe space or made that space bigger for ISIS to grow.
We know what's going on. We know these guys are running ISIS. And when they talk about shutting down freedom of speech, he just repeated the exact same stuff he said in his speech. Even talking about how you don't refer to these people as masterminds, he knows precisely what he's saying. These are a bunch of Morlocks, and the American people are a bunch of Eloi. When they talk about serving America, you're on the menu.
Join Infowars January 14th, starting at 7 p.m. Central for another episode of Political Science Theater 3K.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, you can get 6 months free at prisonplanet.tv, but only for 1 more week. Next Monday, the special that only comes around once a year ends. In fact, we've never offered 6 months free before, but I really want to get more people to join and to be able to watch the nightly news, to see the live reports we do, the special reports, all my films, ebooks, and so much more. One person can share their membership with 20 people, and you are funding the absolute very leading edge, the vanguard of the resistance to the globalist operation on every front. We have to have our own platform that is harder for them to censor, harder for the system to shut down. prisonplanet.tv. We put out the daily radio show free with the video and audio feeds at Infowars.com/show. But it is the members that get the nightly news exclusively and first, and the commercial-free video podcasts and audio podcasts that are paying it forward and financing and helping so many other people see the truth when we put the videos on Facebook, YouTube, and it's prisonplanet.tv that finances so much of the cameras, the equipment, the crew, the reporters. You are becoming a prisonplanet.tv member. You get exclusive HD, higher quality, get it first, and then you can download it, share it with friends and family, share your passcode with them, your username. It's a win-win, and then you're helping finance to put it out for free to everybody. prisonplanet.tv.